Oof. Alright, you guys. I'm here, and I'm sorry that I cut my little intro short, but I am just too excited! Yay! I am so excited for today's stream. It's kind of weird because I'm going to be playing on the mini SNES, so I'll explain a little bit about it. But before that, the Matter is here. Hi, Matter. How are you doing? Hope all is well. So I'm excited because in my new setup that I've got here, I've adjusted things slightly so that I can make it a lot easier for myself to play on the consoles. So essentially I have my mini SNES right here next to me, and it's hooked up to my capture card in my computer so I can play it, and it's super awesome and I love it. So a little bit of background for me personally, the SNES, the SNES, was the first console that I personally ever got. I got it well into its life, but it's super amazing and I really love it. It's a great game console. It had a lot of wonderful games, and when the mini SNES came out, I picked one up as soon as I was able to. So I'm super fun. I'm super excited, and I was glad to have it. It doesn't have all of my favorite games, and that's why I've been playing Chrono Trigger lately on Mondays. But Super Mario RPG, this game is literally my favorite game of all time to this day. I absolutely love it. And it was recommended that I play it by Rev. And so I was like, yes, Rev, that's an awesome idea. So I'm totes playing it. You got to play with batteries at work. That sounds dangerous, but also fun, depending on what you got to do. I love how they do the cutscenes in this game. It's hilarious. So the idea in this game is that the good guys and bad guys, the canonical good and bad guys of the Mario world, have to team up to fight a common enemy. And so this is one of relatively few games in the Nintendo-verse where Mario and Bowser actually get to team up. So it's pretty exciting. Not to mention we have a whole bunch of new characters as well, which is super cool. And look, it's Rev! Hi, Rev! Sorry, I love this song. It's awesome. So this is an old save file that I have, and I'm probably just about halfway through, maybe a little bit more than halfway through the whole thing, essentially. So right around there, if anybody's curious. It's not meant to be a crazy heavy game, but they do have some pretty cool features to it. It is made by Square, or Squaresoft at the time. And yeah, so the masters of the 90s RPG, basically. All of the Final Fantasies and everything. And a lot of the team that made the Final Fantasy games worked on this one as well. So it's pretty awesome. So basically we had to rescue the princess. She had been kidnapped, and so we went to save her. We managed to save her from Booster. Booster was the bad guy in Marrymore. He was trying to marry Peach, and so we managed to save her, bring her back, and now it's time to move on with the story. Oh, that's right. Move. Boing. You can jump on the bed. I could have sworn that there was a way to get into the vault room. Oh well. So now we see what's her face. She busted out, yo. So Mallow, the little white fluffball dude, he's a tadpole. As far as anybody knows. Toad's a tadpole. And because he's a tadpole, his grandfather is a frog. He's an amazing frog named Frog Fuchsius. And he's super cool. So we gotta go visit him real quick. I believe after this we get to go to the sea, if memory serves. I guess I didn't actually have to do that. At some point you do have to go and visit him. But apparently that was not it. Ugh, yeah, the sea is next. I am not a fan of the sea. So basically on Star Hill, the idea is that you are... Oh, I went the wrong way. So the whole shtick with this is that the Star Road is broken. Star Road is how wishes are granted, and basically Star Hill is where the wishes fall. So, okay, Gina will explain it. Essentially, the wishes are in the form of the little bitty stars, and basically all of the little stars represent wishes from different characters in the game. So you can find wishes from your party members, you can find wishes from people you've met, all sorts of different stuff. It's pretty neat. One of the things that this game does that not too many games do is you have what's referred to as timed hits, which is where you do extra damage or you take no damage if you hit the correct value or hit the button again at the right time, essentially. I'm not very good at it. There's a lot that you can do by doing super extensive timed hits. So the biggest example of that is Mario has a move called the Super Jump, where it allows you to just constantly jump up and down on an enemy, and you can do it up to 100 times. I have never been able to do it, ever, to this day. I've tried. I got frustrated when I was a kid. I got frustrated when I was adult, and I retried it. I have never been able to do the 100 jumps. I believe, if memory serves, that it goes down to like a 3-frame window, if I'm not mistaken, to push the button at exactly the right time. After you do, what is it? Oh, I want to say it's like 12, I believe. Then it switches. So it essentially has a larger window, and then the window shrinks for you to actually succeed at getting the jump. So it's not easy to do. And I think it's after only like 11 or 12 jumps that the window shrinks. It's really, really tough. And like I said, I personally have never been able to do it. But that doesn't mean a whole lot. Because of course there's plenty of people who can. So one thing about this is that you can, yeah, that was just bad on my part. You can do more damage, and basically for the timed hits, there's, again, that little window essentially that you have, and the closer you get to the perfect, the better you do, essentially, is how it works. And the more damage you do, or the less damage you take, whatever it happens to be. Hooray! I got it, the star! Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, this game, it was this was actually the first game that I bought a strategy guide for. I don't know if I still have it, but it was a horrible strategy guide. It was the off-brand, unofficial POS one. It was just garbage. It helped a little bit, but it was really vague on a lot of stuff. So it always made me laugh. Because it was, yeah, God, it was just bad. So bad. So terribly bad. So like I said, I'm about halfway through. I just got the 4th of 7 star pieces. Alright, so now Seaside Town is where things start to get a little bit goofy in this game. I believe that there's some secret stuff that I can get. I could have sworn that there were secret chests in here. I guess I'm mistaken. So to this day, my least favorite section of this game is Seaside Town. It's just, I do not like it. It's a difficult it's a very difficult section of the game, and it's just not easy. You'll see why in not too long. So that is correct, the matter. This is essentially a precursor to Paper Mario. So Paper Mario is another, what's it called? It's another Mario RPG series that was developed and made. And there's, how many are there now? I want to say there's like 3 of them or something like that. There's a decent number. And yeah, they're pretty neat. Oh shit, I don't have enough coins. I really want to be able to buy the XP booster, but I can't. So in this game, you essentially have 2 forms of currency. You have coins and frog coins. Frog coins are essentially just special coins. Yeah. There's a lot of like hidden chests and all sorts of stuff that I've missed out on in this particular game. How do I get... Oh, I think I need to talk to the Elder to get access to the sea. Need it for a certain purpose. Yes. So, oh look, Merthwin's here. Hi, Merthwin. So, for the Paper Mario series, there was the original Paper Mario, which was on the, it was on the N64, and then what I really need is the work pants. Yeah, so the first Paper Mario was on the, what's it called? It was on the, I do have work pants for everybody. Okay, that sucks. So what I'd really like to be able to do is to have 500 total monies, because you can get a star. A special type of star. And then I believe the next Paper Marios were, I think they were both on GameCube, if memory serves. But amazing games. I actually still have my copy of the Thousand Year Door. Okay, so this is one of the stars here. I wonder if I can do this. Ah. So there's a special trick that you can do at this part to sort of cheat the system a little bit. I didn't get it because I failed. Okay, it doesn't matter anyway. So there's a trick in this game where if you menu, in other words, if you open up the menu while you're in the air after getting one of those invulnerability stars, then you can swap your characters, and it actually makes them learn each other's moves. It's a fun little glitch. But yeah, I'm definitely a huge fan of Thousand Year Door. That is my jam. I really love it. I'm gonna do jump. The only reason I'm doing jump on that guy is because your damage with jump actually increases every time you do the attack. So it just works. Let me see here. I like having the flower jar and I'd like to be able to use it, but I believe that I can go and buy bombs. If I go over here. It's one thing that'll help me with one of the bosses here. In case you can't tell, oh, come on. Dang it. This town is a little bit off. This is not the normal, like, town music, essentially. Not to mention everybody's acting super weird. Dang it. I could have sworn that there was a place I could buy the bombs. Is it in Marymore? May have been here. Have I ever beaten this game repeatedly? Oh yeah. Yeah, when I was a kid, I beat this game a whole bunch. I loved it. I mean, I still love it. Nope. Yeah, I love this game, like, absolutely. With every fiber of my being, I adore this game. And yeah, I've beat it numerous times. There we go, this is the guy. Right now I can only afford one. Make that 2. So having ice bombs is going to make one of the bosses a lot easier. So I will say I have beaten this game repeatedly, but it's been a while since I beat it. It's been a while since I've played it, but it's awesome. Really, a Star Wars Le Creuset collection, or however you pronounce that name? That is ridiculous. It's cool, but it's ridiculous. Okay, so I need to get to the pirate ship here. Oh shoot. Wrong one. I think this gets me to those chests. I probably shouldn't have gotten rid... Oh, shoot. I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of that flower jar in order to get the ice bombs. But ice bombs are very helpful for one of the bosses here. The Han Solo roaster is everything. It is very cool, I admit. So in the ship, there's a bunch of notes laying around that talk about like who's here and all sorts of stuff. But like basically it says sort of what happened to the ship. So we heard before that the ship was taken down by a giant squid, which is very true. And basically Jonathan Jones, the pirate who is in charge here, he was very upset at the squid, as he should be. Stupid dry bones. Dang it! I don't think I have a means of destroying all of them. So part of the problem is that most of these guys you can only kill with magic. And nobody in my party uses magic. So this is rather problematic. So yeah, this is a big problem. I can't remember if it actually worked on these guys. There we go. I love the little hop that he does. Ugh. Oh! Shoot. So essentially, in those little things, what you end up learning is the secret message that allows you to get to the next section. Oh man, I forgot about this. This heals you. That's why Peach is superior to Geno. Nobody is superior to Geno. Geno is the man. Remember I mentioned that I had played this before? Okay, so this is our boss guy. Now, boss guy is the squid. And so we have to fight the squid. Now you may remember I got some ice bombs. Ice bombs are clearly not helpful enough. Dang it. See? But we've got Thunderbolt. What I really should have done is kept Geno and then use the boost. Get him, Mallow. But see, Rev's over here speaking blasphemy, saying that somehow Peach is better than Geno. Ah, oh, see? And now I wasn't looking and Peach died. Not Able Juice. No! I only have one pick-me-up? Oh, dang. This is not going to end well, you guys. This is not going to end well. I thought that did more damage than it does. Mario's jump might work a little better. Really? You just took him! Remember when I said this will not end well? I wasn't kidding. It's actually really bad because I don't have Mallow's new attack. That is very not good. That's part of the problem, is I'm a little under-leveled right now. I may just need to go and level up a little bit. Do 218 now. Simply having Peach as the healer of the group is not ideal for this fight, but it's really frustrating because I don't have Mallow's big attack. It's called Shocker. It's just a giant lightning bolt that shoots up. And since I don't have that, then I can't do nearly as much damage with him as I'd like. And Peach is just sitting here healing everybody every single round. I shouldn't have too much left though. So one thing that's a little bit different from this game compared to other RPGs is that you essentially have a shared collection of your magic use, and in this game that's flower points. So the flower points, or the FP, are shared by everybody, and that means that if you run out, then nobody can do any sort of magical attacks or devices or anything. Devices, that doesn't make sense. I mean, Bowser Mario Peach is pretty good, but I'm a big fan of Geno, and I love him. And he's got like the instant kill attack, the Geno Whirl. Once he learns that, then I mean it's pretty much all over. It doesn't work on bosses, but still, it works on enough stuff that it's awesome. Oh, that's great to hear about the house, though. Hey, he only needed the 1 HP. Freaking Mallow! Mallow coming in clutch, yo. Finishing off the squid like a boss. It's ridiculous. Ah! I know I'm missing secret, what's it called? Secret things. Dang it. I mean, at least now I've got a, now I'm healed up and I've got Mallow for his magic. I've gotten to max level in this game. I mean, I have, but again, it was a long time ago. I haven't done it recently by any stretch of the word. Yeah, like I did on my old cartridge copy of this. Again, this particular one, it's on the mini SNES, so. It's great that you got the house all set up, though, there, Rev. That's awesome. Nice! Caro Cola. Caro Cola is one of the best items in the game. I mean, it's a healing item, fundamentally. But the shtick with it is that you heal up everybody in your party to full. It's pretty awesome. My marshmallow seems to have fallen over. Whatever! Leave it alone. I don't judge you and your ways, Rev. And plus, I showed that squid who's boss. I was like, what, Squid? What you want? And Squid was like, well, man, I can't deal. Oh, right, I forgot about that. God, I can't figure out the timing for that. That's like an instant kill, in case anybody's curious. This just puts you to sleep. If memory serves. One of the issues with this game, as far as the timed hits and everything, is that you can't block magic. You just can't do it. It's not possible. Oh, he's silenced. Okay. Yay, Mallow's back! Sure. Where's Yoshi? I think it's this one. Oh. Frog coin! Ah! I don't think I can run away from it. Oh, and now he's dead. Bye, Mallow! This might end poorly. This will likely end poorly. No, and I didn't save! No! Now I have to fight the squid again, you guys. This game sucks! Hate this game. Worst game ever. I kid, of course. This game is amazing and I love it. Totally playing as Gino now, though. I mean, I guess that just sort of goes to show you that you need the... I need to train a little bit, maybe. I mean, I don't know. So remember I told you about that glitch that you can do where you can have somebody learn somebody else's attacks or abilities or whatever? It comes in handy here because what you can do is you can basically have Peach learn typically Mallow's stuff, and specifically the one that I mentioned before, the Shocker. And if she learns that, then she has a huge offensive attack that you can use pretty much whenever you want, and it's awesome. Now, if anybody's ever watched speedruns of this game, they're super cool. And they're way better than I am. And they don't let some weird dry bones get them down. Go ahead and do probably everybody. See, that's a perfect timed hit because I took no damage. And that was probably at least close to a perfect hit on the hammer. So now the problem is I don't have anything that hits everybody. Yeah, I don't know what the exact timing for that to make it work well is. So like I mentioned, one of the things that you can do is if you time it exactly right, any physical attack that an enemy has on you will be completely negated, 100%, and any physical attack that you do will be essentially at max damage, whatever that is. Now, you may have noticed I used the Ice Bomb with Mario here, and the reason is because he's boosted by Geno. Since he's boosted, it does more damage. That's essentially all that is. And so it's a nice little extra. So we should be able to take him down a little bit faster now, since both Geno and Mario are boosted. But, I mean, it's effectively still the same fight as last time. See, it was only 150 that time. And that's what happens when you miss your timed hits by ever so slightly. 2? Come on now. 50? There we go. Like I said, super simple. Dunsies. Oh, come on! Boo! Boo! So yeah, if you ever watch people speedrun this game, then you'll see the way that they do it is oftentimes based around making sure that they get that that swap done. It's not an easy thing to do. I've never done any of the glitches in this game. I've never gotten any of them to work. I don't think they changed it for this thing, for the mini SNES. They may have, but I don't think they did. Where is it? Huh, weird. That's what I get for skipping all the fights. Yeah, pretty much. I'm trying to remember which one's which. One of these boxes is a terrible, terrible thing. I think it's the one that's on the right. I'm going to save. Okay. So this thing is basically a mimic. And honestly, I don't want to fight it. If you've ever dealt with mimics in D&D, same shtick. Dang it. My problem is I don't want to play as Toadstool. I don't want to have her in my party, but the thing is I need I need her healing because I know I'm not going to be able to defeat Johnny without it. So I'll just leave it. I'm not going to fight that thing. I should probably fight it. I actually should have enough time to face off against Johnny here. Really? Stupid crab. I'm just saying, I think that a giant mallet should be super effective against a crab. That's all I'm saying. It just makes good sense. Just want to collect all these frog coins, because there's a lot of them. Now, I'm not healed, but that is okay. I believe that there's healing coming. And if nothing else, I can always heal myself up. Good, yes. Cast it on the other thing that has not been attacked. Drawn butter buff. Oh shoot, I can't heal now. Oh god. Oh, son of a biscuit. Okay guys, this is bad. Oh god. Run! Oh god. I did save though. It's okay, I saved. See? Oh my god, this is so terrible, you guys. Alright, I'm gonna fight this dude now. Oh man. Ridiculous. I think I got wrecked. It's actually kind of good to do this because it's like, yeah, that was bad. Ah! I don't have any way to revive her except my one pick-me-up. Now remember, I never said I was good at the game. Just FYI. Just saying. So the problem right now is that even if I wanted to run away from the fight, I can't. This is one of the fights in the game that you cannot run from. Alright, let's try Super Jump. Okay, so Super Jump, this is the one where you go. That was terrible. I got him though. I was only like 8. It's pretty awful. I am not prepared. I am not prepared, that is true. It was pretty bad. Part of the thing is that I'm just not getting my hits well, too. But I am definitely underleveled. Like, I am severely underleveled right now. And the biggest issue with being as underleveled as I am right now is that the area that I'm in makes it a huge issue. Because there's not a lot that I can do about it in this particular section of the game. You think I'm underleveled? Yeah, that's what, like, I know I'm underleveled. I am, like, very underleveled. Yay, sleepy time! Oh, safety badge. Okay, that's good. That's actually a really awesome thing here. So, I don't remember exactly what it does. Yeah. Safety badge is pretty sweet. Well, the thing is that your HP count really has a lot to do with how you do your leveling. So you guys may have noticed that when I do my leveling, you actually get to pick between special attack, also known as magic, the regular attack, the physical attacks, or HP as like sort of an extra bonus that you get to increase when you level. And it's up to you to pick which one. So the thing is, I very frequently go with the attack and special attack. So my HP tends to stay lower than it probably should. I'm just going to farm a little bit here. Oh, come on. What? Yeah, I don't think, at least in this playthrough of the game, I don't believe I've taken any HPs for anybody. And of course, now the problem is everybody's like super far away from leveling. Come on. Dang it. I'm just completely missing it. Nothing, of course. Yeah, Bowser's specials are not that great. Definitely agree on that. See, oh man, I'm still a ways away. Not to mention I'm almost out of FP. Yeah! Bowser does hit really hard, and that's kind of his shtick. Okay, that's wrong. That's wrong. I hit it well. Like last time. At least I know I can take out both of these guys quick. Yeah, and like I said, one of the issues that you run into right now, or that I'm running into, is that I am underleveled decisively. But there's not a lot of bad guys that I can use to farm to get my level up. There we go. Okay. I mean, the FP doesn't matter too much, just because I've got plenty of the items for it, so it's not a huge deal. And especially for clearing out those guys, it's not that bad. But yeah, I mean, Bowser is nice to have just as a tank, effectively. If nothing else. Just gonna run and save real quick. I don't remember if that comes back as the bad dude. I don't think it does. It's 100 monies. There is a maximum amount of money that you can hold in this game. It's $9.99, if anybody's curious. Unfortunately, it's just about time to go. I'll farm around here for a little bit. The problem here is that the, of course, Um, the guys that I'm fighting right now, they're not super strong. They don't have a lot of health or anything. But the issue I run into is that playing with Peach is a problem because her attack is so terrible. But the thing is, I want to have her on hand in case I need healing. Otherwise, I would do Mario, Geno, Bowser. Right, yeah, and that's the thing, is that Bowser's attack is solid. But now the problem is I have to deal with these dudes. The nice thing is that the fish don't really have any huge issues, but they do a pretty substantial amount of damage. Ah, stupid bubble. I think that silences you. And the other thing too is that just with what's his name, with Geno, having the Geno boost is huge for, I mean, it's big for boss battles. For trash runs, yeah, it doesn't matter. But for boss battles, it becomes a massive shtick. Either way, I have to farm, so that's all that it boils down to, unfortunately. And it sucks because I'm getting, what, 14, 15 every combat here. That means I need at least 10 in order to reach the next level. I am seriously screwing up these mallet ones. The timed hits on them. She might be able to take that out. Yeah, so Bowser is nice because he's physically beefy, which is great. A lot of the bad dudes, of course, are physical bad dudes. The problem then is when you run into anybody that has any sort of magic, you're just screwed, and it's very difficult. I love that you can have a slap fight with a star. I'm like 85% sure that there's another star that I could have gotten in the sea area. That might be later. But I'm thinking it might be in Land's End. I don't know. Either way, at some point you can, like there's a dude who's like, oh, you're looking for stars? I have a star that you can buy, and you can purchase it. It's like 500 coins, and when you buy it, then you find out it's an invincibility star. It's very, very helpful though. There it is. Right when the hammer goes to the back, that's when you gotta push it. Yay! Geno leveled up. Geno Whirl! Score! Geno Whirl is sweet. It's a one-hit kill on any non-boss monster. That includes several bosses that you can essentially remove their boss status from. There's one that I know of offhand that you can do that to. And it makes the boss so much easier. Ha! He bolted. It's hilarious. Only 7 XP though. Alright, I'm gonna go save. Unfortunately, it's time for me to get going. I know this wasn't super exciting, but it's still my favorite game of all time, and I don't care. I need to level up. Boing. I cut myself worth shaving. Yeah, and that's the thing is when you have the Mario plus Bowser, then plus some kind of a support, it works really nice. But either way, like I said, I've got to get going. So thank you all very much for stopping by. Always great to have you. Incidentally, this is the what's it called? This is the Thing. This is the mini SNES for anybody who hasn't seen it. So you see we got Super Metroid, absolute classic. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, second favorite of the SNES games for me personally. Donkey Kong Country, one of the most innovative games of its time actually, with its 3D modeling. Very, very impressive. Earthbound, of course, hilariously awesome classic RPG. Very fun. Final Fantasy III, same thing. Kirby, one of the first really awesome Kirby games that we got. Mega Man X, continuation off of NES and all of those games. Secret of Mana, I never got into a whole lot. I think it's okay, but again, I was never a huge fan particularly. Star Fox 2 actually only released on this system. It never got an actual release on the original Super Nintendo, on the actual Super Nintendo. Street Fighter, I'm so bad at Street Fighter and everything else. Super Ghosts and Ghouls, along with Castlevania, very classic, terrible, difficult games. Mario Kart, Super Nintendo, the one that started it all. Super awesome, totally amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Yes. So, yes, I will be back on Monday in the future for the past for Chrono Trigger. I'm going to be back with it, and I am determined to play through that entire game as well as I can. But thanks so much for the suggestion today, Rev. Hope that you guys enjoyed it as always. You guys know I love playing all these games and having a good time with you all. So take care, have a fun time, and I will see you all on Monday, hopefully. Bye-bye.